All right. We recorded. All right, so right now you got me. It's really Quan, you know the vibes. Got my brother on
Oh,
the phone. Dada Kwabina.
yes.
You feel me?
What's going on, brother? How are you, man?
All right, right now we going over the flip that I almost completed at 369 Melville in Rochester. Um, since he stayed in Syracuse, he saw the pictures that was taken. Great quality pictures, but it wasn't our standard in terms of what we produce. So the photographer did well. You know, I got my car in the way. I got drywall dust on the door and on the porch. Like we trying to get people through the door. That don't make no sense. So even on the entrance where you walk in, you could just tell. It's even some spots though that the last owner, you could tell that they tried to spray with the paint and got it all over that good trim. So we bought the stain and match, and that's what I'm gonna go put over that paint tomorrow or whatever. But yeah, bro, let's go. We gonna talk regular.
Okay. So what we gonna do? Hold on one second, okay? Hold
Yes,
on one
sir.
second. No, Daddy, you're sorry.
Yeah, we about to get it all the way together. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to do the little extra work that need to be done. I thought I was gonna love. Do you mind let me know
I'm
what the
sorry,
issue?
brother.
Oh no, so McKenna just said, okay, do you mind let me know what the issue was? That way I don't repeat it.
Oh, let her know it don't really got much to do with her.
I told her nothing to do with you at all. I said more so no preparation on my behalf, nothing to do with you at all. So yeah, this little step that could be fixed. You know what I'm saying? So
All
we're
right.
gonna go ahead and do that.
All right. So let me just screen share real quick so they could see
I bet.
what I could see or what we looking at.
Okay.
So first things first, like we talk about, just the entryway. I see we got sheetrock, dust, dirt, everything's still here.
Right.
Personally, I will wipe down the doors.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Make the entryway presentable.
Yep.
If you got to do little touch up paint like right here and stuff,
Yep.
those things kind of get messed up in the process, the in and outs. Okay, I would definitely take care of that. On the walk in right here, okay,
Yeah.
a lot of people, they get to see like the after stuff. You know what I mean? They don't get to see this when we talking. So,
Facts.
personally, this door, all the paint, stuff like that. Let's make sure we get that nice and clean. A finish is important.
Right.
We want to make sure when they come up in there, they know like, all right, these people put in work to make sure the house is good and not
Right.
just,
Facts.
oh, they just trying to get some money and get out the way, right?
Facts. Facts.
So we want to make sure this entryway looks presentable. I don't know if you saw this right here hanging off, but
I just
we'll
bought
talk
that.
about that too.
I bought that.
This this right here.
Yeah. So on the furnace, there's an actual dehumidifier, and it has its
Okay.
own little piece like that. So what I did was I went and ordered. I had to special order it, and I'm gonna hook that up tomorrow. I bought it. It was like $70.
Okay. So I would say poly the floors or stain it and then poly it since you already because right here look the floors look dry.
Yep.
Definitely make sure all these corners and stuff instead of having all these white marks, it
Yep.
looks like what the trim, the real wood in the house is supposed to look like.
Facts.
Okay. This is just pretty much the same thing here.
The
A lot of touch
fans.
up works again. Just touch up, a lot of touch up, right? This right here, did you guys run out of stain here, or was this just the closest you could get to it?
That's the closest we could get to it. It was bare, because the
Okay,
window sizes didn't match up because it was such an old house. So it was bare, like literally nothing there. And I was like, yo, we gotta put something there. It's not gonna look good. So it was either gonna be bare or that was the best that they could match up with it. You know what I'm saying? I will even try to go
okay.
over it one more time.
Yeah, I would definitely go over it, and then to
I
give it
done did
that
that like
extra
twice.
glow, too, man. Go ahead, poly them up, right? It's gonna make it look like yo, you just did this. Like it's gonna look brand new.
Right.
Okay, so you have a lot of this is touch up. Again, the floor, same thing. We talked about.
That floor looked better in person, but I got the it's no problem. I got the semi gloss, and I'm
Okay.
gonna go over it with the semi gloss.
Okay, here. I don't know. I think you guys got some remaining tile from somewhere
Yeah,
else.
we
There,
wanted to
that
make
right
sure
there.
we had it on all of the vents so that no like
Dust.
dust and stuff was getting in the vents and into the system.
Okay.
Yeah,
Another thing too. I don't know if you see here. You see the track marks.
yeah,
Before picture day, let's mop the floors. Let's make sure
yep.
everything is 100%.
Hmm.
Okay. The ceiling, of course, that's all touch up work.
Yep.
I would take this out of the house.
That
Yeah, I would take this out of the house.
you know what
You know what I mean? Just
I was more so looking at it as like a gift for somebody. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
honestly, and I honestly keeping it 100, I don't even think we're gonna be able to take it out the house, bro. That shit,
it's too heavy.
bro. That's like that's real, bro. That's like some crafted $3,000 type thing. Like, but yeah,
Okay.
for the pictures, I'm gonna be there to move it around for when she's taking the pictures. At least get it out of the way, you know.
Okay. Yeah, and then you see here a lot of the ceiling.
Yeah, that
Is this
ceiling is
is this
done.
just is this drywall just by itself?
Where?
It's not painted or nothing.
Where?
This right here.
No, it's painted now. It's painted now.
Okay. Okay. So you took the pictures without it being painted.
I thought we painted it before
Yeah.
the pictures.
So let's make sure we got everything 100%. So that way it's better for you. You know what I mean? You don't got to do shit twice.
Facts.
Um. See like how these look good, but
Yeah.
again, it's just the white mark all around them. You know, because your lighting in the house is beautiful.
Right.
But then people are looking like what are we looking at here? Like you see here,
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep.
You want them to fall in love with the house before they get in there.
Right.
Kitchen, my only thing, we talked about it already. I would have went with a backsplash.
Pack me up.
Hey, I would have went with the backsplash. I think it give it that like luxury look that we aim for all the time.
Facts.
Again, this thing's just sticking out in the kitchen, but like you said, it's heavy. Is you can't move it. I would have mopped the floors again. They
I
just
have
look
mopped them.
dusty.
That
You know,
it's crazy because they don't look like that in person. But yeah, I had they
see
had
here.
got mopped.
Okay, so there's this shine thing you can get from Home Depot.
Yep.
It's like $5-6,
The
man.
gray
You put them
thing.
on these floors, they will look beautiful.
Yep. That gray thing.
Yeah,
Gray and
you
purple.
know. So again, I think the backsplash here would have been fire.
Right.
You know what I mean? It would have really popped the kitchen out. Let's see. In the bathroom, just touch ups again. Little things here and there.
You know what's crazy?
Okay.
Us trying to
Mhm.
keep, like I said, I went with the same color pretty much that they already had. So
Okay.
a lot of that stuff wasn't even us. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it was more so literally them, the people that painted it before and they got stuff on. I know, I got a plan though. When we go over this next time, I know what to do.
Yeah. Now, we come in here just because these gaps are so noticeable.
Yep.
Okay, I will go with the quarter round.
I just talked to bro. He said he gonna be there tomorrow to do the quarter round.
Cut all these cable wires out the wall. You don't need them. They
Yep.
don't need to be like that.
Okay.
Let's paint this. Let's have all of this looking good. Like you see right here, like all the edges,
Yeah.
outlet covers. Now this just looked like this is a new cover on there, and that's the old outlet.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're gonna change them, you change them because now they're two different color.
Yep.
And they
Yep.
stick out. You know?
Like a sore thumb.
Yeah. But yeah, the room, the floors, again, it's just the same thing we've talked about. Because me personally, I believe this is a 200K crib. 190, 195, right?
Yep.
And if we just fix all these little mishaps right here,
We're gonna get that.
you're gonna get that.
We're gonna get
You know. In here, we'll wipe the windows down again, make sure this is solid. If we
Yeah.
gotta restain it because that's paint, just restain it. You know what I mean? Have it look good where they're like, man, these niggas got tired.
Right,
Like,
right.
you don't want them to tell you that. Um, this, I don't know. This was it was poking out a little too far, but obviously this is not like the end of the world.
Yeah.
Just next time, I think push that back in the floor a little more. The flooring in here just look like they need to be mopped and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Um, Personally, like this photo, I know we talked about it, and you were saying something about the outlet, right? I would have tried to find a way to bring that outlet down.
Yeah.
That would have been good. Um,
So to the people too, I'm gonna explain. Okay, McKenna said she'll charge me $50 to redo the
okay, just
picture.
to redo it.
That's
All
well
right.
worth it, bro. We're gonna make that in the long run.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So the quarter round's getting done tomorrow. I'm gonna touch up the paint and some of like I'm gonna try to do my best with the stain. I told you my plan
Okay.
already with that.
Right.
Probably have her come back maybe Thursday. Give
Okay.
myself some time. What else do we need? Wipe down some stuff. I got the
Yes, definitely wipe down.
yeah.
You
Um,
know.
yeah. I got. I'm when you. I want to explain to the people too. When you get this far in the process and you getting ready to sell it, like you get real anxious and you need people like bro that's not afraid. You don't need yes men around you. This is a perfect
Right.
example because he not afraid to tell you, bro, this got to get done. This got to get done. And I'm not afraid to listen. I trust his judgment. And he just pointing stuff out that I don't see when you in the process of doing this. Like shit, man. Sometimes you
You
get
get
caught up.
tired
You
sometimes.
get
Yeah.
tired. You get caught up. You like, yo, I like this. Like, and you're like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm too tired. I already worked so hard, and you just can't see certain stuff because you've
Right.
been in there every single day. But he's right. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do quarter round. Uh, I'm gonna do probably another coat of poly on the floors
Yeah. Make them
and
really pop.
make them really pop. Cause I use satin. I didn't want to use semi gloss and make it too, you know, like
Right.
too bright. But I think one coat of semi gloss might really pop
Right.
it.
Right.
So
Bring it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do one more coat, and it's gonna be the semi gloss coat. And I think it's gonna pop. I think it's gonna pop. I definitely think this is a 200 crib.
Yeah, man. I think that the crib could do numbers. And with the market right now, with how things are looking, man, if you really got something good to offer, people are gonna buy it, right? We're seeing the market kind of starting to take a turn, right? So you put a good product out there, it's gone.
Right.
I mean, people are tightening up,
So,
right?
go ahead.
Um, this one right here, nothing crazy. I would just wipe down.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Obviously, stuff like this happened in the process.
Yep.
Um, that I know we talked about. I know this right here,
Ha.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know
Mm,
what else to do right there. So we got all the lighting we needed, and we got power there, and there's not many outlets
okay.
up there. So I'm like,
So what you do is you just put a cover on it.
so don't even make
Put
it
a
an
cover.
outlet.
Yeah, you don't even gotta make it an outlet. Cover it, right? Put a cover plate over it.
Okay.
It got the little metal boxes.
Yeah, yeah.
And put that,
I know.
yeah,
I
put
just
that
wanted to
over it.
make an outlet because they don't have no outlet.
Yeah, but then if you make the outlet, if you go and do inspection, they're like, yo, what's up with this?
Yeah, that don't pass. Right. Facts,
It
facts.
won't pass.
Yeah,
You know what I
facts.
mean? And we want to make sure when we do inspection, or because people are doing inspection now, we don't want to have too many things come back at us.
Facts.
You know, um, I know we talked about this when I was there. Again, it's just touch ups here, man.
I'm about to paint
You
that
know,
window black.
yeah, a lot of these is just touch ups. You
Yeah.
know,
That's about to get painted black too.
okay. You know, these wires, for me, they're not a big deal, but I think you remember we did a house where we had to have somebody go in there and
Yeah.
clean up the wires and stuff. So you already know how they get about that.
Facts.
Um, Other than that, let's see, you know, little touch ups here and there.
This the basement
Um,
bathroom. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't paying much attention. I just
okay,
got it. It's the This the fourth bathroom, bro.
in the house.
Fourth bathroom in the basement, bro.
Okay. This I'll probably have to see in person because it's like from the top up. I can't really see much of what's going on besides these right here.
Yeah.
I would at least paint it though and have it looked finished if that's the goal you're aiming for.
Right.
You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of having it like this, it's just like you go. You go in them gas station bathrooms and they run down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna you wanna make sure like this shit like it look good.
Yeah. Facts.
You know, you outside. Obviously, there's nothing really going on here.
Yeah.
The outside again. I think you picked a really nice color.
I love that color, bro.
Yeah, the exterior color was really nice. Let me see. Yeah, that's about it, man. Just
Yeah.
touch ups, and just making sure you're 100% complete. So that way, when we throw it up, people are like, "Oh yeah, that's a nice house. I want to come and take a look at it."
Right. Right.
Yeah. So that's all for the people.
That's it for the people. We out of here.